I find too with musicians now, there's mechanics and technicians, and then there's artists,
Yeah.
you know?
Yep.
And it's like, I think anybody who's an artist has to have really good mechanics and technicians around them,
Oh, yeah.
you know, to help. Because, I mean, let's face it, most artistic people, they can be a little flaky, you know? It's like, you can be a little flaky, and it's like, but I've found in my experience, like, some musicians, I don't know how much schooling you've had as a musician.
I did 5 years of classical training.
Wow. That's amazing.
I know that.
That's amazing.
Hardcore.
But you're able to think outside the box. It's like, you know the rules and you intentionally break them.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Intentionally
break them. That's what I always thought about. Like, you know, I saw these really early things that Picasso drew when he was a kid. And you were like, oh my God, it's perfect.
Yeah.
And it was like, this guy made a conscious decision. Well, I know all the rules. Now I'm going to break them.
Totally.
And it's like when something magic just happens, it's like I remember like talking to producers and they're like, no, that's dissonant. There's a rub between the bass and the guitar. And I'm like, yeah, but I like it. It makes me feel something. I'm feeling something here. Well, it's not right. Sometimes I find that overeducated musicians paint themselves into a corner and define what's wrong and what's right, you know, and the technique comes before the feeling. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you this. So there's, and we're talking about the same thing. There's being in it, and then, because I know how you think, you're like a songwriter, but you're a producer too. So you have to, I bet you step out of yourself and look at the whole picture.
Yeah. Try to. I mean, you know, we all fall in love.
Oh yeah.
With what we're doing. Look at this, my new baby. Listen. Right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, and then someone comes in and shits on it and you're like, it's okay, I'm going to wait to say fuck you. You know, I'm going to wait. That's like someone saying your kid's ugly, you know? It's like.
Well, I mean, the thing is that, I mean, you've got to have objectivity. Otherwise, you're going to box yourself in a corner and miss the big picture.
I agree. And it's like Robbie and I think I've been really lucky to have a partner like Robbie, because it's like, we can talk to each other like that. We can say, dude, that sucks.
That's special.
That sucks. And it's like, and you get pissed off and you're like, yeah, well, so fuck you. What have you brought to this? You know, okay. But it's like staying focused. What serves the song? And this is something too, like I have found this too in the studio, and I'm sure you've seen this too. It took me a little bit of doing, but I work with Brad Fernquist.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Who, anybody out there in this world, look up Brad Fernquist online. He's ridiculous.
And he's a sweetheart. He's a sweetheart. He's a great team player.
He's a great team player. He's very generous with his knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and there's times we're sitting in a studio and I'm just like, and I have to go, Brad, you got to play this. I can't do it.
Oh, that's awesome.
I can't do it, man. And it's like, it took me a minute to be able to say that, because I was very, you know what I mean? But it's like, but then I found that if I go like this, more happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I'm like trying to hide it, you know, what's that old saying about putting the light under the bushel?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, if you're open, and I can admit, like, I want to be the weakest link on that stage. Truly.
Cool.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Totally.
Because I hold myself to a pretty high standard.
Yeah.
But I wander.
That's great, because they always say you surround yourself by better people than you.
Then you're going to get
better.
better.
You don't want to be the best person in the room.
No, that's like, you know, you want to live in the shittiest house on the nicest street.
Right. Exactly.
You know?
How long has Brad been in the band?
He's going on like 15, 16 years.
So there you go. Compliment to him and you guys.
Yeah.
You can find a lot of great musicians, but to find somebody you can get along with and, you know, connect, and that's the ultimate teamwork. And that's incredible.